What would you say for someone that is watching this video, a young entrepreneur, someone that is also trying to get into the finance world, what would you say is the best way to get to the position that you are right now? In terms of certificate, in terms of personal experience, what should they get into?
Well, in the first place,
Someone that wants to start an investment, what should be they looking for?
Okay. If you talk investment, you primarily talk about investment into asset classes, like money-wise. Because obviously, being young, I would say.
The best way to be able to find a good opportunity, investment, with this high competitive market.
I mean, there are different ways, right?
Okay.
Either you go.
Alright, so we are on the way to catch up the f***ing millionaire that is going to tell us about all of the aspects of successful private banks in Switzerland. So you don't have to miss it. Let's go.
So, just which industry do you follow right now? It's the banking, correct?
well, I'm a consultant
Consultant in banking.
in banking. Yes.
Great. And how long have you been there already?
Well, I have been there for a long time, and
Yeah.
then I was a banker, and now I'm back in consulting.
Okay, great.
So, but in aggregate, probably 20 years of consulting and 10 years of banking.
All right. Great, wonderful. And which position do you hold right now? Which position?
I'm a partner in a consulting firm.
A partner.
Yeah.
All right. What would you say for someone that is watching this video, a young entrepreneur, someone that is also trying to get into the finance world? What would you say is the best way to get to the position that you are right now? In terms of certificate, in terms of personal experience, what should they get into?
Well, in the first place, they need to have fun. No, they need to enjoy doing what
Passion,
what
right?
they're doing, passion about. Well, in principle, finance. I think testing it is always a good idea. No, going in, be it consulting, be it banking,
Yeah.
you just try it, and then you see if you like it. No, and then after, nobody is going anywhere to say, well, this is what I'm going to do for 20 years. This is
Yeah,
probably you try
of
it for
course.
2 years, and then you
course.
choose. But I really need to
financial
go.
advice. Your last one.
I
Financial
know
advice.
no financial advice.
No, nothing.
No
Nothing.
financial advice.
Okay, thank you so much. Industry did you decide to follow?
I mean, financials.
Finance.
For
Finance. You could say.
finance
Yeah.
or banking, especially.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. And how long have you been already in finance?
20 years, even I do not look.
20 years.
Yeah,
How old are you?
Young, 36.
36. You look amazing, man. Okay. So, in terms of investment,
Yeah.
right now you're in the money business, so you know. What would you say is the best, or the best way to be able to find a good opportunity investment with this high competitive market?
I mean, there are different ways, right?
Okay.
Either you go full risk,
Yeah.
so you have some super nice risky stocks or
Yeah.
risky cryptocurrencies, or
Okay.
you go more
Yeah.
defensive, which you take mostly dividend stocks,
All right.
I would say, or like products which give you some cash flow.
Okay.
And the rest is more diversification, which
Right.
is
Okay.
a good vehicle too,
Of course.
but a bit boring.
All right. Yeah. But in terms of diversification, just that you mentioned it, what would you say is the best way to manage your portfolio then? Just someone
I
that is
mean-
watching this and a younger student, how would you say that they can approach it?
I mean, currently go into ETF
ETFs.
or plural ETFs because I think it's quite difficult nowadays to predict the markets and as
Yeah.
well a bit the politics and as well the big like funds like
Yeah.
BlackRock, Templeton, and so on.
Yeah, for sure.
So they manage, or the ETFs at least do manage it quite well to keep at least some performance for
Okay.
the younger crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the best industry right now going on, in your opinion?
For
The one that's
investments,
popping off. Yeah.
I mean, if you go for trends again, it's for sure AI.
AI.
Yeah,
Okay.
which you can invest to in different companies.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, I would say some of luxury goods like Richemont or Cartier, like which belongs to Richemont, which have a bit of a dip and now they're increasing again,
Yeah.
which is for sure something which will be stable for the next decades.
For sure.
And if you want to go a bit slower, it's of course the big energy sectors, right?
Sectors. Okay.
Yeah, and there's one.
They're staying also for 10 years. Approximately?
I mean, yes, but more I would go down to one part, which is more the like innovative kind of energy sectors, right?
Okay.
they make more like the flights or the airplanes more efficient than the big kind of ships more efficient.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
reduce a bit the gasoline they use and so on. But of course, solar and so on, it's good too. Yeah.
Great. Well, that's wonderful. Really, really great advice. Last question.
Yeah.
Do you like your job? Do you
Yes,
like what
I
you're
do.
doing?
Yeah.
Do you find yourself finding purpose?
I would say so. Absolutely. I think it's a great opportunity to be with financial sectors, and it's going to be for sure. Banks as well exist for a while.
Yeah.
Will exist. They're very important for stability of the countries.
Perfect. That's really, really. Thank you for your time, and I wish you a very nice day. Just a couple questions.
But this is going to be posted on social media.
I mean, we can delete your face if you know. I don't mind.
Unfortunately, we quickly hit what seemed to be a block road.
Just really don't feel comfortable with guarding my bus. Sorry to bother you.
Answering, I'm sorry, 3 questions. Just real quick.
Yeah. Well, very quick. Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm running in a minute.
Of course, just 2 minutes.
I don't know, without camera.
Despite our best efforts, most bankers were hesitant to talk when the camera was present, as if they were hiding something. They all guarded themselves by the weight of confidentiality and supposed corporate repercussions. Therefore, we changed our strategy, and by pulling some strings, we managed to reel in the big players.
All right. So here, who are we out with?
Jürgen.
Jürgen. Very nice to meet you. So, what industry did you decide to follow in your career?
Well, I think from a very beginning, from a very young age, I wanted to work in finance, in banking. I didn't really picture the role I'm in now. I'm in nowadays, but I was pretty much attracted by financial markets.
Amazing. How long have you been in the financial market?
I would say, since 2012,
2012 already.
so more than 10 years.
Yeah. And then specifically Julius Baer, how long?
At Julius Baer, that's my 4th year at Julius Baer. Yeah.
Amazing. Which position do you hold right now?
I work at Julius Baer as a relationship manager, focusing on clients based in Mexico.
One advice you would give the younger generation in terms of maybe the relationship you have to hold with a client, what would you say is the number one key thing you must have in terms of having a relationship with a client? Quality.
I
terms.
think key establishing trust, and that doesn't come from one day to another one. So you really need to make sure that the client feels that you have his interest in mind and that it is going to be a long-term relationship.
Okay.
That's the way he will open up, and that's the way he will refer to you with probably new customers.
That's great advice. So which industry did you decide to follow in your career?
In my career, to start, I wanted to start off in the sports industry.
Sports industry?
Yep.
Okay. What made you change your mind then?
I was a sportsman myself when I was young, when I was very young, so that's why I wanted to go into sports. I then did studies in sports here in Zurich at the ETH. Was then also becoming a sports teacher. Now it's getting a bit messy with noise, but that's not a problem. I'm speaking loud. And then, I thought to myself that I want to see something else, something more. I additionally studied economics and law. And that made me qualify to actually still be a teacher, but in economics and law. And after that, then I joined Credit Suisse as a bank in the in-house consulting, like project management.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Amazing.
changed kind of from sports into banking. Yeah.
Finance. Yeah.
Consulting.
And consulting.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been already in consulting that for?
I actually kicked it off 6.5 years, both in Credit Suisse, in internal consulting. I was doing like new projects every 4 months in different locations, I have to say, and different departments within the bank. I was also approximately 1 year in Asia, in Hong Kong.
Wow,
doing that.
amazing. That's really, really good.
Yeah, it was great.
So right now we are with the young generation, right? So we would like to know, in terms of what you've experienced, your own personal experience, how would you say that somebody can reach the position that you are right now? Somebody that is young, starting in the finance world, what would they have to do to reach that position?
Okay. well, to start, my position is not anything special, so I think everyone can reach it if willing to do so. What made me come to this position, or what made me change all over these years, talking to a lot of people helps you finding out what you don't want. Because sometimes it's difficult, and it still is, to know exactly what you want. But if you talk to a lot of people, if you're open-minded, if you embrace changes, then you will always come across opportunities. Maybe sometimes they will take a bit longer, but be patient, be open, and talk to a lot of people. You will find your way. Network.
You think the quote that says your network is your net worth is true?
It's a good phrase. I like it. Yeah, it's holds a lot of truth in it. Yeah, yeah.
Great. And final question. You're in the money business, so you probably already know the industries that are popping off and everything. So what would you tell them, someone that wants to start an investment, what should be they looking for?
Okay. If you talk investment, you primarily talk about investment into asset classes, like money-wise. Because obviously, being young, I would say invest into yourself. Educate yourself, go out, do travel. That will bring you a lot further than any investments that you may do in finances. But talking about finances, diversify. Put something aside that you do have a long-term investment horizon that you can maybe put into, still always diversified, but into a bit more risky assets.
Yeah.
That will over time deliver you some nice profits. And then think about what you need right now, tomorrow, in order to actually educate yourself, to live your life and invest this part in a savvy way, so that you can so that it's ready to be used. Don't leave too much in cash, because with cash you will definitely lose for sure, given the inflation that is not that high in Switzerland, but still.
Great, great. That's
And be careful on bitcoins. You never know what where's that going
also
to.
important.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
great.
be careful.
Yeah, because of the volatility. And
You just don't know where that leads to. You might be lucky,
Yeah.
but also you might be unlucky. It's a bit more like playing your money, and you don't want to play your money with all your investment.
Yeah.
That would be my advice.
Amazing advice. Thank you so much for your time.
It was a
Philip.
great pleasure, Alessandro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
let's
we'll
keep in
be
touch.